Welcome to the Count Mackular Show. I am Count Mackular. This episode I want to do a film review on the movie J.Edgar starring Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm going to give this a definitely high recommendation to go see it. It is a very well acted movie, very well directed, very well shot. Clint Eastwood directed the movie, and of course Leonardo DiCaprio is the star. I'm definitely going to give props to Leonardo DiCaprio as an actor. He's, over the past close to 15 years, he has definitely picked his characters out very well. And I say 90% of the time, does a great job in the roles he plays. So I'm definitely not a Leonardo DiCaprio hater. He's definitely picked the roles. I say he's the best actor of the generation. I don't think I'm going out on a limb and saying that. I think Tom Cruise is probably the biggest box office draw, Will Smith, but I think Leonardo DiCaprio definitely picks the roles very well. He doesn't win every time. He does a few bad movies here and there, but he definitely picks his roles well. And what makes him a great actor is he definitely has gotten in the groove of making the characters his own. For someone like him to play J.Edgar Hoover, which he looks nothing like. Leonardo DiCaprio was like over 6 feet tall, and J.Edgar Hoover was a very short man. So for him to, and they look nothing alike. Leonardo DiCaprio has good looks, and J.Edgar Hoover was not definitely a handsome man. So for him to get around those obstacles and still pull off a major role like that was great. It's not good. The movie J.Edgar is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's not a popcorn movie. It's not an action movie. It's not a date movie. If you just like cinema, it's a very character-driven movie. If you just like seeing well acted, well shot, well directed, then this will be more of your speed, which I can appreciate with this well directed and well acted movies. So Leonardo DiCaprio most likely will get a nomination for an Oscar. If he doesn't, then it was like a tragedy, but he definitely deserves it. Whether he'll win or not, maybe he'll get his first Oscar, but he definitely should be nominated. Clint Eastwood would probably get a director's nomination, and the movie will probably get best film. It'll probably get a lot of Oscar nominations. But overall, I mean, I won't give too much away. I mean, it's a story about a sort of a biographical story about J.Edgar Hoover, the guy who, the first director of the FBI. He had a very interesting life. If I want to catch a little flaw in it, I felt like they missed the boat on some things as far as J.Edgar Hoover, how vicious he was. He was very vicious in certain aspects of parts of the civil rights movement. He was vicious, and parts of the Vietnam War and the Kennedys. They kind of downtoned him, but it's not that big of a flaw because they were more interested in him as a man, showing his human side as a man, than actually what type of person he was in the FBI, which they did capture a lot. So it's not a big flaw. They could have been more little vicious with it, how he was he was more of a vicious person, so they could have shown that side of him a little bit more, but it was a little bland. He was a little bit more rough around the edges in real life, but you know, that's a very minimal flaw about the movie. But overall, it's a great movie. Like I said, it's definitely a character-driven movie. Not many actors could have pulled that off. It could have been very boring. The boats they missed out on is because J.Edgar Hoover was not very. He was a very private person. So. And of course, he was the head of the FBI, so he knew how to cover his own tracks. If you're the head of the FBI, obviously you're going to know how to cover your own tracks. So he didn't leave much about himself to go off of. So a lot of what's in the movie is speculation about he could have been this or he could have been that, because a lot of his life was not. He was all business when he was alive. He didn't do a lot of personal interviews, or he never wrote a personal book about himself. So a lot of it was just based on speculation. But overall, it's a great movie. If you like character-driven movies and well-directed, well-shot movies, go check it out. I give you my recommendation to go check it out. And this has been a Count Mackular movie, and I'll see you next movie review. Excuse me, and I'll see you next time.